Hello.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing all right.
That's
Thanks for
good.
asking.
Good. So, how was the homework for you, Kara?
It was all right, I guess. I didn't really feel like doing it most days, but
Do you feel like you gained anything from the days that you did do it?
kinda. Not really.
Well, the homework, we use homeworks to help us understand, or see your thoughts and feelings during emotional events. So it is important for you to fill out. So, I suggest that we go over the homework that you did this week to help you gain something from what you wrote. Do you think that'd be beneficial for you?
Sure.
Is there anything else you wanted to talk about, put on the agenda today?
No, I don't think so.
Look at your homework. Okay. I see here you wrote that there was a situation where your friends stopped inviting you to go out with them on the weekends. You felt lonely and sad at a 90% level. And the thoughts you had were that they don't want to be my friend anymore and everyone thinks I'm a bad person. What happened?
They all went out over the weekend and they didn't invite me to go.
Would you be willing to talk about this a little more?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Which thought do you think caused you the most loneliness and sadness?
That I think that they don't want to be my friend anymore.
Okay. Well, if you wouldn't mind, I'd like to do an exercise with you. I would like you to write this thought down, that they don't want to be your friend anymore. And if you could make 2 columns, one for evidence that supports that statement and one column for evidence that does not support that statement. And what can you think of would be considered evidence that supports the statement that your friends don't want to be your friend anymore?
Well, they're doing things and that they would usually invite me to, and they're not inviting me anymore. So
You can write that down.
they stopped inviting me.
Okay. Anything else that would support that? If you want to, you can come back to that. We can move on to the against for right now.
Okay.
Can you think of anything for that? How do you and your friends keep in touch?
Through text messaging.
Who usually initiates and ends the conversation?
They usually initiate it, and I guess I usually end it because I don't really like text messaging a lot.
I can understand that, but it does sound like to me that they are trying to keep in contact with you. Would you agree with this statement?
Definitely more than I keep in touch with them, I guess, now that you mention it.
I think that you can add that. And following that, with what you just said. You said that they contact you, try to keep in touch with you more than you keep in touch with them. So my next question for you would be, how do you think that makes them feel?
Probably that I avoid them a lot, and maybe that's why they're avoiding me now, because they might think that I don't like them. I guess I do. I guess I do avoid them a lot, but I don't remember what I said.
Anything else you could think of?
I'm not sure. I don't think so.
Okay. Well, that's fine. I think this is a great list that you got. Does this list make you think any differently or change your perspective about this statement?
I guess it's not. That they probably are avoiding me now because I've been avoiding them recently. Guess I didn't really think about it that way.
I think that it sounds like a more accurate statement. If you'll write that down just to make it concrete for you in any way that you want. Alright, looks good. Any questions about this exercise?
I don't think so. I feel like I understand it.
Okay. I think this is a really good exercise because it kind of shows you that support systems are important, especially with what you're going through. I do want to suggest to you a method to continue to develop the relationship you have with your friends, if you would be interested in that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I would recommend that you make an effort at least twice this week to contact your friends, any of them.
Okay.
Okay. Does that seem like something that you'd be willing to try?
I could try it.
Okay. We'll make that the first homework, and I'd also like you to continue with your thought logs. Any questions?
What ways should I try and stay in contact with my friends?
Any way that you're comfortable with. You can text, call, try to invite them over. Anything you'd be interested in.
Okay.
Is there anything that would prevent you from doing the homework?
Well, what if they don't answer me and they don't want to talk to me?
Well, that is a possible outcome, but you can't expect change unless you're willing to change.
You're right. I guess I could make the effort and see what happens.
Give it a shot. You also mentioned earlier about the thought log, saying that you didn't really feel like doing it. Is there any way that you could think of to motivate yourself to do it more consistently?
Well, I was thinking that I do spend a lot of time on the computer and that I might be more likely to do it if I could type it up instead of writing it down.
Okay. That would be fine with me, whatever makes you feel most comfortable.
Okay.
Alright, so today we went over the homework assignments that you did last week. we created a more rational thought for you to consider when dealing with situations with your friends. And we also came up with a way to increase the relationship you have with your friends. And hopefully we may have broke the roadblock you were having with the thought logs. Do you have any questions or concerns?
No.
How did this session feel to you? Do you think it helped you?
It did. I think I really better understand now why my friends have been treating me the way that they have been, and it's because I've been doing the same thing to them first. So I think that I'll be able to get in contact with them and improve with the homework over the week. I think I have a better understanding for it now.
It sounds like you understand. Is there anything you didn't understand today?
No.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else you want to talk about today, Kara?
No, I think we covered everything.
All right. Well, thank you. I guess you don't need these sheets. You're gonna start typing it up.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you.
All
Have a
right,
good day.
thank you. You too. And